One replaceable, able to be replaced or exchanged. Replaceable, 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 replaceable. A replaceable battery, a replaceable part, a replaceable part, replaceable components, replaceable, replaceable, replaceable. To spark a small fiery particle, spark, 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 spark of hope, a spark flew, a spark of light, spark, 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 spark. 3, pity, a feeling of sorrow for someone suffering. Pity, 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 feel pity for a sense of pity out of pity. Pity, 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 pity for strictly in a severe or precise manner. Strictly, 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 strictly prohibited, strictly controlled, strictly enforced. Rules, rules, strictly, 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 strictly. 5, brightly in a way that gives off lighter color. Brightly, 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 brightly lit room, smiling brightly, brightly colored, brightly, 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 brightly. 6, sympathetic, showing understanding or care for her. Empathetic, sympathetic, 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 sympathetic ear, sympathetic response. B, sympathetic to sympathetic, 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 sympathetic. Sonata, sonata. 7, chimney, a vertical channel for smoke. Chimney, 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 a brick chimney, clean the chimney, chimney smoke. Chimney, 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 chimney. 8, temper, a person's state of mind or mood. Temper, 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 lose temper. Control temper, bad temper, 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 temper. 9, quarrel, an angry dispute or disagreement. Quarrel, 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 have a quarrel. A bitter quarrel, quarrel over money. Quarrel, 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 quarrel. And 10, bark, to make a sharp, loud cry. Bark, 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 a bark, a dog bark. Bark loudly, stop barking. Bark, 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 bark. We 11, loyalty, strong support or allegiance. Loyalty, 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 loyalty. Swear loyalty, loyalty to the company. Show loyalty, 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 loyalty. 12, intent, a person's plan or goal. Intent, 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 clear intent. Intent to harm, serious intent, 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 intent. Lately in the near past. Lately, 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 lately. I've been busy, not much lately. Seen 'em lately. Lately, 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 lately. 14, invade to enter forcibly. Invade, lately, late, late, late. Invade, invade, invade a country. Invade privacy, invade and forces. Is, A, is, A, that invade, better, 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 better. 15, tender, showing softness or care. Tender, 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 tender love, tender meat, a tender touch. Tender, 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 tender. 16, spontaneous, done without planning. Spontaneous, 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 spontaneous. 17, forgive to stop feeling angry. Forgive, 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 forget, forgive a mistake. Forgive and forget, forgive his debt. Forgive, forgive, forgive. 18, fame, widespread recognition. Fame, 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 achieve fame. A life of fame, rise to fame. Fame, 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 fame. 19, modest, not bragging or showy. Modest, 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 modest. A modest person, modest house, modest success. Modest, 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 modest. 20, thumb the short, thick finger. Thumb, 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 thumb. Thumbs up, a sore thumb, thumb. Through a book, thumb, 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 da, thumb, dum, 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 dum. 21 robbers, someone who steals. Robber, 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 robber. A mass robber, robber, a bank robber. Robber, 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 robber. 22, terribly in an extreme way. Terribly, 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 terribly cold. For terribly sorry, terribly difficult. Terribly, 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 terribly. 23, drawer, a sliding storage box. Drawer, 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 drawer. Open the drawer, top drawer, put in the drawer. Drawer, 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 drawer. 24, informal, not official or formal. Informal, 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 informal meeting. Informal dress, informal conversation. Informal, 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 informal. 25, conclusive, serve and approve a case. Conclusive, 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 conclusive evidence. A conclusive evidence, a conclusive result. Conclusive, 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 conclusive. 26, fertilizer, a substance to make soil more productive. Fertilizer, 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 fertilizer. Chemical fertilizer, organic fertilizer, use fertilizer. Fertilizer, fertilizer, fertilizer. 27 holistic, focusing on the whole. Holistic, 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 holistic approach. Holistic view, holistic health. Holistic, 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 holistic. 28 sincerely in an honest and true way. Sincerely, 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 sincerely yours. Sincerely apologize, sincerely hope. Sincerely, 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 sincerely. 29 sympathy, feelings of sorrow for others. Sympathy, 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 sympathy. Feel sympathy, express sympathy. Sympathy, 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 sympathy. 30 pat to touch gently. Pat, 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 pat. Pat on the back, gently pat. Pat the dog. Pat, 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 pat. 31 pioneer, a person who's first in the field. Pioneer, 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 pioneer. A technology pioneer, pioneer spirit. Pioneer work, pioneer, pioneer, pioneer. 32 men to fix something broken. Men, 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 men. Men close, mend a broken heart. Men defend, men, 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 men. 33 pollution, harmful substances in environment. Pollution, 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 pollution. Air pollution, water pollution. Reduce pollution, 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 pollution. Air pollution, water pollution. Reduce pollution. 34 tightly, in a firm or secure way. Tightly, 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 tightly. Hold tightly, tightly close. Tightly packed, tightly, tightly, tightly. 30 fat, cruel, causing pain or suffering. Cruel, 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 cruel. A cruel act, cruel treatment. Seem cruel. Cruel, 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 cruel. 36 oxygen, a gas essential for life. Oxygen, 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 oxygen. Oxygen tank, lack of oxygen. Breathe oxygen, 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 oxygen. 30 cent applause, the sound of clapping. Applause, 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 applause. Round of applause, deserve applause. Receive applause, 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 applause. 38 spectator, a person who watches. Spectator, 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 spectator. Sports spectator, spectator stands, attract spectators. Spectator, 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 spectators. 39 slave, a person forced to work. Slave, 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 slave. A house slave, slave labor, become a slave. Slave, 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 slave. 40 debt, money owed, debt, 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 debt. Pay off debt, deep in debt, get into debt. Debt, 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 debt. 41 tame, not wild or aggressive. Tame, 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 tame. A tame animal, tame behavior. Tame the lion. Tame, 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 tame. 42 blank, having nothing written. Blank, 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 blank. Blank page, leave it blank, a blank stare. Blank, 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 blank. 43 gross, very unpleasant. Gross, 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 gross. Gross food, that's gross, gross habit. Gross, 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 gross. 44 meantime, the time between events. Meantime, 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 meantime. In the meantime, during the meantime. Wait in the meantime, 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 meantime. 45 impractical, not useful or workable. Impractical, 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 impractical. Impractical solution, impractical idea. Seems impractical, impractical, impractical. 46, 30, strongly built, sturdy, 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 sturdy. Sturdy chair, sturdy shoe, sturdy construction. Sturdy, sturdy, sturdy. 40, sturdy, confess to admit something. Confess, 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 confess. Confess the truth, confess love. Confess to a crime. Confess, confess. 48, silence, absence of sound. Silence, 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 silence. A moment of silence, complete silence. Break the silence, 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 silence. 49, incredible, hard to believe. Incredible, 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 incredible. An incredible story, incredible speed. Sound incredible, 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 incredible. 50, nasty, very bad or unkind. Nasty, 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 nasty. A nasty comment, nasty surprise. Act nasty, 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 nasty. 51 envelope, a flat paper container for letters. Envelope, 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 envelope. Open an envelope, seal the envelope. Address the envelope. Envelope, 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 envelope. 50 ugly, not pleasant to look at. Ugly, 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 ugly. An ugly face, ugly behavior, look ugly. Ugly, ugly, ugly. 50 horrible, very unpleasant or bad. Horrible, horrible, horrible. A horrible accident, horrible smell. Feel horrible, horrible, horrible. 54 soap, a substance used for washing. Soap, 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 soap. Bar of soap, liquid soap. Wash with soap, 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 soap. 55 spite, a desire to hurt someone. Spite, 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 spite. Do out of spite, full of spite, in spite of spite, spite, spite. 56 reception, the act of receiving. Reception, 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 reception. Wedding reception, receive a warm reception. Bad phone reception, reception, reception. 57, noble, having high moral qualities. Noble, 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 noble. A noble act, noble family, noble character. Noble, noble, noble. 58, capacity, the maximum amount something can hold. Capacity, capacity, capacity. Seating capacity, storage capacity, work at full capacity, 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 capacity. I now blend to mix things together. Blend, 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 blend. Blend colors, blend ingredients, blend into the crowd. Blend, 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 blend. 60 religious related to religion. Religious, 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 religious. Religious beliefs, a religious ceremony. Religious leader. Religious, 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 religious. 61, laundry, clothes that need washing. Laundry, 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 laundry. Do the laundry, a pile of laundry. Fold the laundry, 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 laundry. 60, interval, a space between events. Interval, 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 interval. Short interval, time interval. Long interval, 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 interval. 60, re-rob to take something by force. Rob, 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 rob. Rob a bank, rob someone of money, get robbed. Rob, 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 rob. 64, vast, very large in size. Vast, 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 vast. Vast desert, vast knowledge, vast majority. Vast, 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 vast. 65, luggage bags used for travel. Luggage, 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 luggage. Carry luggage, carry luggage. Check your luggage, pack luggage. Luggage, 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 luggage. 66, grief, intense sadness. Grief, 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 grief. Overcome with grief, grief over loss. Express grief, 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 grief. 67, kettle, a container for boiling water. Kettle, 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 kettle. Boil water in a kettle. Electric kettle, fill the kettle. Kettle, 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 kettle. 68, flock, a group of animals or people. Flock, 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 flock. A flock of birds, sheep, flock, flock together. Flock, 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 flock. 69, adventure, an exciting or danger experience. Adventure, 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 adventure. Go on an adventure, exciting adventure. Love adventure. Adventure, 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 adventure. 70, cart, a vehicle for carrying goods. Cart, cart, cart. Push a cart, wooden cart, shopping cart. Cart, 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 cart. 71, earthquake, a sudden shaking of the ground. Earthquake, 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 earthquake. A strong earthquake, earthquake hits measure earthquake. Earthquake, 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 earthquake. 72, grace, smooth and beautiful movement. Grace, 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 grace. Move with grace, grace, under pressure with quiet grace. Grace, 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 grace. 73, shell, a hard outer covering. Shell, 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 shell. Hard outer shell, eggshell, break the shell. Shell, 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 shell. 70, tore, weave to make fabric by interlacing threads. Weave, 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 weave. Weave a basket, weave fabric, weave through traffic. Weave, 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 weave. 75, boast to talk with pride. Boast, 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 boast. Boast about success, boast about achievements. Boast, both, boast. Boast about shooting calls, subtle path. Cut, 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 cut. 76, bandage, a strip of cloth for covering wounds. Bandage, 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 bandage. Wrap a bandage, remove the bandage, tight bandage. Bandage, 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 bandage. 77, afterward at a later time. Afterward, 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 afterward. Meet afterward, soon afterward, talk afterward. Afterward, 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 afterward. 70 is instruct to give orders or directions. Instruct, 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 instruct. Instruct students, carefully instructed, instruct in safety. Instruct, instruct to suffer from lack of food. Starve, 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 starve. Starve to death, feel like starving, starve for food. Starve, 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 starve. 80, horizon, the line where sky meets land. Horizon, 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 horizon. Beyond the horizon, sunset on the horizon. Expand the horizon, horizon, horizon. Horizon, horizon, the horizon, the horizon. Horizon, horizon, the horizon, the horizon. 81, arrest to take in illegal custody. Arrest, 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 arrest a criminal. Under arrest, arrest warrant. Arrest, 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 arrest. 82, prestigious, having high status. Prestigious, 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 prestigious. Prestigious universities, prestigious award. Prestigious, prestige, and prestigious. 83, geography, study of earth. Earth's surface.
Geography, 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 geography.
Study geography, physical geography, geography of Japan.
Geography, geography, geography.
84 per 4 each unit. Per hour per person. Cost per unit. Per 85 beggar, a person who begs for money.
Beggar, 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 beggar on the street. Poor beggar, 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 beggar on the street. Poor beggar, 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 beggar on the street. Poor beggar, 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 beggar on the street. Poor beggar.
86 warmth, the state of being warm.
Warmth, 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 warmth.
Feel the warmth of the sun, inner warmth.
Warmth, 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 warmth.
87 stabilize and make steady. Stabilize, 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 stabilize. Stabilize the economy, stabilize the structure, stabilize a patient.
Stabilize, 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 stabilize.
88 meadow, a field with grass.
Meadow, 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 meadow.
Green meadow, walk through the meadow. Flower filled meadow.
Meadow, 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 meadow.
89 fountain, a structure that sprays water.
Fountain, 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 fountain,
Fountain,
fountain, public fountain, fountain.
beautiful fountain.
Fountain, 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 fountain,
Fountain, little width or fat.
thin, 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 thin.
A thin layer, thin paper, become thin.
Thin, 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 thin.
91 replacement, something that takes the place of another
Replacement, 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 replacement.
Battery replacement, find a replacement, replacement parts.
Replacement, replacement.
92 cage, a structure for confining animals. Cage, 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 cage. Bird cage, iron cage, lock in a cage.
Cage, 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 cage.
93 invitation, a request to attend an event.
Invitation, invitation, invitation.
Wedding invitation, send an invitation, formal invitation.
Invitation, invitation, invitation.
94 container, an object that holds something.
Container, 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 container.
Plastic container, food container, large container.
Container, 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 container.
Container, 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 container. 95 jealous, feeling envy.
Jealous, jealous, jealous.
Jealous of success, jealous boyfriend, feel jealous.
Jealous, 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 jealous.
96 marble, a hard smooth stone.
Marble, 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 marble.
Marble floor, polished marble, white marble.
Marble, marble, marble.
Marble, 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 marble. 97 tutor, a private teacher.
Tutor, 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 tutor.
Math tutor, hire a tutor, private tutor, private tutor, tutor.
Tutor, 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 tutor.
Night tutor, 90 unite to come together as one.
Unite, 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 unite.
Unite a team, unite for a cause, unite forces.
Unite, 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 unite.
99 comb, a tool for arranging hair.
Comb, 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 comb.
Plastic comb, comb the hair.
Fine tooth comb, 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 comb.
100 fiction literature that is not real.
Fiction, 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 fiction.
Science fiction,
Fiction,
fiction, fiction.
Fiction or fact.
101 Frank, open and sincere. Frank, 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 Frank. A frank opinion, frank and honest. Frank conversation. Frank, 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 Frank. On a one spectacle, a remarkable sight. Spectacle, 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 spectacle. A grand spectacle, a rare spectacle. Spectacle of fireworks. Spectacle, spectacle. Firework 3. Fanatical, excessively enthusiastic. Fanatical, 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 fanatical supporter. Fanatical belief, fanatical devotion. Fanatical, fanatical, fanatical. Wanna word glue, a sticky substance. Glue, 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 glue. Apply glue, glue the pieces together. Strong glue, 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 glue. Wanna fight bold, showing courage. Bold, 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 bold decision. Bold colors, a bold statement. Bold, 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 bold. 106, ultimately at the end. Ultimately, ultimately, ultimately decide. Ultimately win. Ultimately lead to. Ultimately, 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 ultimately. Wanna fight in backyard, an area behind the house. Backyard, 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 backyard. Play in the backyard, backyard. Barbecue, large backyard. Backyard, backyard, backyard. On an egg roast to cook with dry heat. Roast, 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 roast. Roast chicken, roast coffee beans. Roast in the oven. Roast, 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 roast. 109 neat, clean and orderly. Neat, 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 neat. A neat room, neat handwriting. Keep it neat, 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 neat. Want a front flash, a sudden burst of light. Flash, 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 flash. A flash of lightning, camera flash, flash of inspiration. Flash, 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 flash. One organ, a part of the body with a specific specific function. Organ, vital organ, internal organ, transplant, organ, now. One to our kingdom, a country ruled by a king or queen. Kingdom, ancient kingdom, animal kingdom, kingdom of heaven. Kingdom on. I've won a 3 in outstanding, extremely good. Outstanding performance, outstanding desk, outstanding student, outstanding. 4 vague, not clearly expressed. Vague. Vague answer, vague feeling, vague memory, vague. Want a funny ankle, the joint connecting the foot and leg. Ankle, sprained ankle, twist your ankle, injury, ankle. Want waste instead in place of something else. Instead, stay home instead of eat fruit instead of candy. Use this instead. Only one thing, striking, very noticeable. Striking. Striking difference, striking appearance, striking color, striking. 101 say harsh, unpleasantly rough or cruel. Harsh words, harsh winner, harsh reality. Harsh 119 vandalize, to deliberately destroy property. Vandalize a building, vandalize publicity. Act of vandalizing. 120 essence, the most important quality. Essence of life. Grasp the essence, in essence. Essence. I'm 12v1, calmly, in a peaceful manner. Calmly. Speak calmly, react calmly, breathe calmly. Unfortunately, fortunately, by good luck. Fortunately, no one was hurt. Arrive, fortunately, escape. Fortunately. Funds in a tree, countryside. Land outside, cities or towns. Countryside. Peaceful countryside, live in the countryside, drive through countryside. 1124 vanish to disappear suddenly. Vanish without trace. Vanish in the dark, magician makes it vanish. Vanish. 1125 atom, the smallest unit of matter. Atom. Split an atom, unstable atomic nucleus. Atom bomb. Unturned to his side, rage, violent anger. Rage. In a rage, burst of rage, filled with rage. 112 sincere, truly meaning what one says. Sincere apology, sincere thanks, sincere smile, sincere. Until elder, older person or relative. Elder. Brother, respect elders, the village elder. 129 convention, a practice or large meeting. Convention. Traditional convention, attend a convention, follow social convention. Earn 20 urgent, acquiring quick action. Urgent. It's message, urgent need, urgent call. Earn 20 done, glorify to praise highly. Glorify victory, glorify a hero. Glorify violence, glorify. 120 stare, a step in a series for climbing. Stare. Climb the stairs, fall down the stairs, narrow stairs. 120 atlas, a book of maps. Atlas. World atlas, open the atlas, geographical atlas. 120 that invention, a new device or method. Invention. Great invention, patent and invention, scientific invention. Invention. 120 that delighted, very happy. Delighted. Feel delighted with the gift. Delighted to me. Delighted. 120 acts wrap to cover with material. Wrap a gift, wrap in paper, wrap tightly. Wrap. 120 acts shallow, not deep. Shallow water, shallow bowl, shallow breathing. Shallow. 120 not bush, a small woody plant. Bush. Rose bush, trim the bush. Bush.
stiff penalty. 120 discern to perceive clearly. Discern the truth. Discern a difference, hard to discern. Discern.
44, occlusion, the state of being private or away from people. Seclusion, live in seclusion, seek seclusion, total seclusion. Seclusion. On 42, discharge to allow to leave or release. Discharge from hospital, discharge duties, discharge waste. 143, progression, the process of developing over time. Progression. Steady progression of disease, career progression. 144, wheat, a cereal plant used for flour. Wheat. Harvest wheat field, wheat bread. 145, weary, feeling tired. Feel weary, traveler. Weary eyes. Weary. 40, fix, purse, a small bag for carrying money. Purse. Open a purse, leather purse. Lose a purse. 144, blame, to say someone is responsible for a fault. Blame someone for it, take the blame, put the blame on. Blame. 148, employment, the state of having a job. Employment. Seek employment rate, full employment. Employment. 149, consequently, as a result. Consequently. He failed, consequently, we left, was late. Consequently, missed bus. Consequently. 140, safety fare, the money paid for travel. Fare. Bus fare, pay the fare, airfare. 145, venue, place where an event is held. Venue. Concert venue, change the venue, wedding venue. 144, archaeological, relating to archaeology. Archaeological site. Archaeological dig, archaeological evidence. Archaeological. 140, until coldness or the cool. Chill. Feel a chill the drinks, chill in the air. Chill. 144, distribute to give out. Distribute. Distribute flyers, distribute goods, evenly distribute. 45, breeze, a gentle wind. Breeze. Cool breeze. Light breeze. Morning breeze. 40, parcel or wrap package. Parcel. Send a parcel, open a parcel delivery. Parcel. 40, weed, unwanted plant in garden. Weed. Pull weeds, weed the garden, weed grows. Weed. 40, I bless, to wish good or protect. Bless you, bless the meal, be blessed with. Bless 40. 140, headache, pain in the hay. Headache. Have a headache, severe headache, treat headache. Headache. 140, feather, a bird's outer covering. Feather. Soft feather pillow, pluck a feather. Feather.
60, form of energy, electricity, form of energy, electricity.
Generate electricity, bill you electricity.
I-16 ladder, a structure for climbing. Ladder. Climb a ladder, wooden ladder, brakes. Ladder.
16.3, deflate to release air. Deflate, balloon. Deflate the tire, feel deflated. To 16.4, dawn, the beginning of the day.
Dawn. At dawn, before dawn, the dawn breaks.
Dawn. 16.5, filament, a thin thread. Filament. Light bulb, filament, glass, filament, burn, filament.
16 hicks, injured, a harm physically, injure a leg.
Seriously injured, injure someone.
Injure, 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 injure.
16, weep to cry, weep, 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 weep. In sorrow, weep quietly. Start a weep, 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 weep. 16, peasant, a poor farmer.
Peasant, 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 peasant life.
Peasant revolt, landless peasant. Peasant, 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 peasant life. Peasant revolt, landless peasant.
Peasant, 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 peasant life. Peasant revolts, landless peasant, peasant, peasant. On 16, baggage, suitcases or bags. Baggage, 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 baggage.
Check your baggage, carry on baggage, baggage claim.
Baggage, 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 baggage.
On 17, deliberate, done on purpose. Deliberate, 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 deliberate act. Deliberate decision, a deliberate attempt.
Deliberate, 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 deliberate. Substitute one era, a long, distinct period of time. Era, 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 era.
Modern era, new era, enter a new era.
Era, era, era.
Snitch to pessimism, belief that bad things will happen. Pessimism, 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 pessimism.
A sense of pessimism.
Spread pessimism, deep pessimism.
Pessimism, 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 pessimism.
3 bored, to make someone feel bored. Bore, 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 bore.
Bore the audience.
Feel bored, a boring speech.
Bore, 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 bore.
Or in 16, instance, an example of something.
Instance, instance.
Instance, instance, a rare instance. Instance of success.
Instance, 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 instance.
On 17, 5 villain, a bad character. Villain, 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 villain. Movie villain, play the villain. Classic villain, 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 villain.
On 16, miserly, unwilling to spend. Miserly, 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 miserly. Miserly attitude, miserly old man. Miserly behavior.
Miserly, miserly.
17, disappointment, feeling of sadness over unmet hopes. Disappointment, 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 disappointment.
Feel disappointment, huge disappointment.
Face disappointment, face disappointment, 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 disappointment.
16 ain't complicated, hard to understand. Complicated, 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 complicated.
Complicated problem, complicated relationship. Highly complicated.
Complicated, 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 complicated.
69, wrist, the joint between hand and arm. Wrist, 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 wrist.
Sprain wrist.
Wrist, watch, break your wrist.
Wrist, wrist, wrist.
Wrist, 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 an aid apology, expression of regret. Apology, 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 apology.
Make an apology.
Sincere apology.
Public apology.
Apology, 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 apology.
On tape, fire, right, 1 refrigerator. A machine to keep things cold. Refrigerator, 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 refrigerator. Store in refrigerator. Refrigerator door by a refrigerator. Refrigerator, 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 refrigerator. Reminded to suck, to drawing by suction. Suck, 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 suck. Suck a lollipop, suck air. Suck on a straw, suck, 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 suck. Breed teeth, free breed to produce offspring. Breed, 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 breed. Animals, dog breed, breed in captivity. Breed, 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 breed. AT ain't for anyhow, in any case, anyhow, anyhow, anyhow. Anyhow, anyhow, anyhow. I'll go anyhow, do it anyhow. Anyhow, anyhow, anyhow. Haunting 5 monastery place where monthly monastery, 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 ancient monastery. Visit a monastery, remote monastery, 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 monastery. ATX suit bound, tied or heading to bound, 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 hand bound, homebound, train bound to succeed, bound, 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 bound. AT as in tendency, a general direction. Tendency, 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 tendency. Rising tendency, tendency to forget. Tendency in behavior. Tendency, tendency, tendency. Tendency, 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 tendency. ATA departure, the act of leaving. Departure, 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 departure time. Airport, departure, departure lounge. Departure to the bound. Departure, 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 departure. 18-9 devote to give time or effort. Devote, 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 devote time. Devote oneself, devote energy. Devote, 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 devote. 19 beard hair on the chin. Beard, 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 beard. Grow a beard, shave the beard.
trim a beard, beard. 981 intimacy, close personal relationship. Intimacy, emotional intimacy, develop intimacy, level of intimacy, intimacy. Yeah. 19.2 mockingly, in a ridiculing manner, mockingly, say, mockingly imitate, mockingly. 19.3 fortunate, having good luck, fortunate event, feel fortunate timing, fortunate. 19.4 defensive, causing hurt or anger, offensive comment, offensive smell, deeply offensive. 19th inopportune, badly timed, inopportune moment, inopportune visit, highly inopportune. 19th steep, having a sharp incline, steep hill, steep price, steep incline, steep. 19 stick, screw, metal fastener, screw, tighten, screw, loose, screw, insert a screw. 1980 mustache, hair above the upper lip, mustache, grow a mustache, trim the mustache, shave the mustache. 1980 dull, not interesting or lively. Dull lecture, dull day, feel dull. 200 expense, money spent, expense, travel expense, a great expense, cover expenses, expense.
2-1 and loyal, showing firm support. Loyal customer, loyal friend, remain loyal. 2-1 flour powder made from grain. Flour. Bake with flour, bag of flour dust. Flour. 2-1 vase, a decorative container for flowers. Glass vase, break a vase, put flowers in a vase. Vase. 24 grain seeds used as food. Grain. A grain of rice, grain harvest, grain storage, grain.
2055 crush to present destroy shape.
Crush. You can't crush grapes, crushed under pressure.
Crush.
2 to 6 pill, a small round form of medicine.
Pill.
Take a pill, swallow pill, prescription pill.
Pill.
2-1 having fun, money set aside. Fun. Raise funds, investment fund a project. Fun. 2-1 deadly, causing death. Deadly poison, deadly weapon, deadly disease. Deadly. 2-1 abuse, wrong use or treatment. Abuse. Child abuse, power, suffer abuse.
Abuse.
2-1 on destination, the place someone is going to. Destination. Now event, destination doesn't end. Destination. 2-1 on residence, a place where someone lives.
Residence.
2-1 and residence, official residence.
Residence permit. Residence.
2-1 a feeling of shame, embarrassment, deep embarrassment, and face embarrassment. 2-1 on 3 infant, a very young child.
Infant.
Newborn infant care, infant mortality.
Infant.
2-1 forward, inherit to receive from someone.
Inherit
Property, inherit traits, inherit wealth. Inherit. 2-1 launch to begin something. Launch.
Launch a project, launch a rocket, product launch.
Launch. 2-1 on 6, tidy, clean and well arranged.
Tidy room, tidy up, tidy.
2-1 uncertain, not sure or definite.
Uncertain
Future, feel uncertain, remain uncertain. 2-1 scarcely, only just.
Scarcely.
Scarcely visible, scarcely believed, scarcely enough.
Scarcely.
2-1 token, a sign or symbol.
Token.
Gift as a token of appreciation, special token. 2-1 sticky, having a glue-like texture. Sticky hands, scarcely. At 281, apologize to say sorry. Apologize, 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 apologize. Apologize sincerely, apologize for a mistake. Publicly apologize. Apologize, 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 apologize. 22, halfway in the middle, halfway, 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 halfway through, halfway. Point me halfway, 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 halfway. 2 to 3, yawn, the open mouth when tired. Yawn, yawn, yawning, yawn loudly. Try not to yawn, constant yawning. Yawn, 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 yawn. 2D4 minister, a government or religious leader. Minister, 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 minister. Foreign minister, cabinet minister, actors minister, 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 minister. 2E4, 5 assert, 2 stay firmly. Assert, 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 assert one's right. Assert independence, assert authority. Assert, assert, assert. 2D3 consciousness, the state of being aware. Consciousness, 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 consciousness. Lose consciousness, state of consciousness. Regain consciousness, 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 consciousness. 2D2, 7, surrounding near or around something. Surrounding, 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 surrounding area. Surrounding building, surrounding environment. Surrounding, 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 surrounding. 2D they crawl to move on hands and knees. Crawl, 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 crawl on the ground, baby crawling slowly. Crawl, 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 crawl to the night wilderness and uninhabited area. Wilderness, 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 hills, wilderness. 2D3 detective, someone who solves crimes. Detective, 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 detective. Private detective, detective story. Hire a detective, 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 detective. 2D3, 1 seal to close securely or a sea animal. Seal, an envelope, official seal, a seal, swim. Seal, 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 seal. We do measurement, the size or amount found by measuring. Measurement, 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 measurement. Accurate measurement, body measurement. Measurement, measurement. 2D3 depart to go away from a plane. Depart, 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 depart from Tokyo. Depart early, train depart. With the forge and burns of purpose. Determination, 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 determination. Show determination, determination. 2D3, 5, preach to give a religious or moral talk. Preach, 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 preach. Preach a sermon, preach about love. Preach, peace. Preach, 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 preach. 23, 6, scenery, the natural features of a landscape. Scenery, 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 scenery. Beautiful scenery, mountain scenery. Enjoy the scenery. Scenery, 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 scenery. 2D3, efficiency, the ability to do something well without waste. Efficiency, 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 efficiency. Work efficiency, increase efficiency. Efficiency, energy, efficiency, 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 efficiency. 2D3 competitor, a person or group you compete against. Competitor, 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 main competitor, defeat a competitor, business competitor. Competitor, 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 competitor. 2D3, 9, mercy, kindness shown to someone. Mercy, 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 mercy. Show mercy, ask for mercy, act of mercy, 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 mercy. 2D3, differ to be different. Differ, 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 differ. Opinions differ, differ slightly, differ from each other. Differ, 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 differ. 20 formerly in the past, formerly, 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 normally known as, formerly lived, formerly a teacher. Formerly, 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 24-2, favorable, showing approval or support. Favorable, 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 favorable review, favorable outcome, favorable impression. Favorable, 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 24-3, so to join with the needle and thread. Sew a button, so close, learn to sew, 24-4, sting to pierce with the sharp point. Sting, 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 bee sting, sting, painfully, sting the skin. Sting, 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 24-5 adjustment, a small change to improve something. Adjustment, 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 make an adjustment, minor adjustment, adjustment, period.
Adjustment, 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 adjustment. 24/6 confession, the act of admitting the truth.
Confession, 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 confession. Make a confession, confession of guilt. Tearful confession, confession, confession. 24/7 ministry, a government department or religious office. Ministry, 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 ministry.
Ministry of health, enter the ministry. Education ministry.
Ministry, 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 ministry.
24/8 outcome, the result of an action or situation.
Outcome, 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 outcome.
Positive outcome, final outcome, affect the outcome.
Outcome, 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 outcome.
24/9 scent, a pleasant smell.
Scent, scent, scent.
Sweet scent, scent of flowers for the sin.
Scent, scent, scent.
24 you wicked, morally wrong or bad.
Wicked, 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 wicked.
Wicked witch, wicked smile, do something wicked.
Wicked, 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 wicked.
24 you want triumph, a great win or achievement. Triumph, 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 triumph. Celebrate triumph, triumph over evil. Great triumph.
Triumph, 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 triumph. 24/3.
Sculpture, a piece of carved art.
Sculpture, sculpture, sculpture.
Ancient sculpture, create a sculpture. Stone sculptures.
Sculpture, sculpture, sculpture.
24/3 await, to wait for something.
Oh wait, oh wait, oh wait, oh wait.
Await a reply, await orders.
Await the result, oh wait, oh wait, oh wait.
W54 agricultural, relating to farming.
Agricultural, agricultural, agricultural.
Agricultural land,
Agricultural policy.
agricultural products.
Agriculture, 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 agriculture. 25/5. Conscience,
Inner sense of right and wrong.
conscience, 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 conscience.
Clear conscience, follow your conscience. Guilty conscience.
Conscience, 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 conscience. 25/6. Heal to make healthy again. Heal, heal, heal.
Heal a wound, heal emotionally. Time heals.
Heal, heal, heal.
Profitable, bringing financial gain.
Profitable, profitable, profitable.
Profitable business, profitable deal, highly profitable.
Profitable, profitable, profitable.
25/8 haste, speed in doing something.
Haste, 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 haste.
In haste,
For the haste, haste makes waste.
in haste.
Haste, haste, haste.
25 now weaken to make less strong.
Weaken, 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 weaken.
Weaken the structure, weaken resistance, feel weakened.
Weaken, 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 weaken.
25 cease to resemble, to be similar to
Resemble, 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 resemble.
your father.
Closely resemble, resemble each other. Resemble, 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 resemble. 24/4.
Eh, eh, eh. Woo. Eh. Local butcher, butcher shop, skilled butcher, 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 butcher. 26 to engagement, a promise to marry or an obligation. Engagement, 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 engagement. Announce engagement, engagement ring, engagement with a word. And toss a 3, humble, not proud or boastful. Humble, 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 humble attitude, humble background. Stay humble, 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 humble. 26 state for a stir to move in a circular motion. Stir, 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 stir. Stir the soup, stir emotions, stirring speech. Stir, stir, stir. 26 feet, 5 stock goods stored for sale or investments. Stock market low, stock buy stocks. Stock, 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 stock. 26 ignorance, lack of knowledge. Ignorance, 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 ignorance of the law. Overcome ignorance, remain ignorance, 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 ignorance. 26/7 commerce, the buying and selling of goods. Commerce, 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 commerce. International commerce. Commerce, clap loud, then clap, clap, clap. 26 seat, clap to strike hands together. Clap, 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 clap hands. Clap loudly, round of claps. Clap, clap, clap. 26/9, dusty, covered with dust. Dust, dust, dusty old book, dusty room, dusty road. Dusty, 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 dusty. 26 city, unkind, not nice or considerate. Unkind, 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 unkind words, unkind person, be unkind, kind, 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 kind. restrain, 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 restrain. 27th, the imperial, related to an empire. Imperial, 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 imperial rule, imperial palace, imperial army, 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 imperial, 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 imperial. 27th, the advertisement, a notice to attract attention. Advertisement, 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 advertisement. TV advertisement, place an advertisement, advertisement campaign. Advertisement, 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 advertisement. And he said when the five betray to be disloyal. Betray, 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 betray a friend. Betray a secret, betray the country, betray. Betray, 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 betray. 27th, coward, someone who lacks courage. Coward, 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 coward. Act like a coward, call someone a coward like a coward. Coward, 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 coward. 27B, obedient, willing to obey. Obedient, 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 obedient child, remain obedient, obedient to rules. Obedient, 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 obedient. 27B, kidnap, to take someone by force. Kidnap, 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 kidnap a child. Kidnap for ransom, police rescue, kidnap victim. Kidnap, 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 kidnap. 27B, an ashtray, a container for cigarette ash. Ashtray, 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 full ashtray. Clean the ashtray, glass ashtray. Ashtray, 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 ashtray. To the 80, porter, a person who carries luggage. Porter, 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 porter. Hotel, porter, caller, porter, helpful, porter, 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 porter.
2881 faithful, showing strong support. Faithful, 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 faithful. Faithful friend, remain faithful, faithful servant. Faithful, 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 faithful. 282 hollow, having a space inside. Hollow, 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 hollow. Hollow tree, hollow voice, hollow promise. Hollow, 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 hollow. 283 hidden, not seen. Hidden, 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 hidden. Hidden treasure, hidden meaning, hidden dangers. Hidden, hidden, hidden. 2884 limb, an arm, leg, a large branch, limb, limb. Limb, limb, broken limb, limb, movement, tree, limb, 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 limb. 285, admiration, a feeling of great respect. Admiration, 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 admiration. Express admiration, deep admiration, win admiration. Admiration, 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 admiration. 286, prosperity, the state of being successful. Prosperity, 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 prosperity. Economic prosperity, prosperity of a nation. Peace and prosperity. Prosperity, 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 prosperity. 287, enthusiastic, showing strong excitement. Enthusiastic, 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 enthusiastic. 288, surrender to stop fighting. Surrender, surrender, surrender. Surrender to the enemy, surrender a passport. Unconditional surrender. Surrender, surrender, surrender. Surrender, surrender. 2889, miserable, very unhappy. Miserable, 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 miserable. Feel miserable, miserable weather. Miserable life, miserable, miserable. 290, decay to break down over time. Decay, 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 decay. To decay, decay over time. Decay of society. Decay, 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 decay. 291, enclose to close in the cover. Enclose, 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 enclose. Enclose a letter, enclose an offense. Fully enclose, 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 enclose. Fully enclose, enclosures. Having a strong desire to succeed. Ambitious, 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 ambitious plan. Highly ambitious, ambitious leader. Ambitious, 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 ambitious. 293, guilt, feeling bad for wrongdoing. Guilt, 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 guilt. Sense of guilt,
confess guilt, overcome guilt. 294 occasional, happening sometime. Occasional occasional mistakes, occasional 295 puppy, a baby dog. Cute puppy. Adopt a puppy training. 296 greedy, wanting too much. Greedy for money, greedy behavior, greedy person. 294 envy, a feeling of wanting what someone else has. Envy. Green with envy, feel envy someone's success. Envy. 298 partial, not whole. Partial answer, partial success, partial solution. Partial 99, awfully to a great extent. Awfully tired, awfully expensive, awfully sorry. Awfully 300 razor, a tool for shaving. Razor. Electric razor, sharp razor. Use a razor. 3D01 nap, a short sleep, nap. Take a nap, afternoon nap on the couch, nap. 3D0 to rejoice, to feel great happiness. Rejoice in success. Rejoice together, rejoice at the news. Rejoice. 3D0 showing great bravery. Heroic act, heroic effort, heroic sacrifice. Heroic. 3D04 descend and move downward. Descend the stairs, descend into chaos, descend from the mountain. Descend. 3D05 multiply to grow a number. Multiply quickly, multiply by 2, bacteria multiply. 3D06 formation, the way something is arranged. Formation. Cloud formation, rock formation, habits. Formation. 3D07 namely, that is to say namely. 3 countries, namely Japan, China, and Korea. Namely the cause, one goal, namely success. Namely 308 mighty, very strong. Mighty warrior, mighty effort. 309 handful of small quantity. A handful of people, handful of coins, only a handful. 3D on tongue, pronounced to say a word clearly. Pronounce correctly, hard to pronounce. Pronounce a sentence. Pronounce. 3D11 saucer, a small plate for a cup. Saucer. Cup and saucer, porcelain saucer. Break a saucer. Saucer. 3D on 2 outer, on the outside. Outer space, outer layer, outer shell. 3 on 2 despair, complete loss of hope. Despair. Fall into despair, crying despair. Despair. 3D on 2 round teak, very old and valuable. Antique furniture, antique shop, rare antique. 3D on fine glory, great fame or honor. Glory. Win glory, moment of glory, seek glory. Win glory. 3D on 6 and immense, very large. Immense. Immense universe, immense potential, immense wealth. Immense. 3D on 7 faint, to lose consciousness. Faint from heat, almost faint. Feel faint. 3D on insult, a rude remark. Insult. Serious serious insult. Insult someone, take as an insult. Insult, 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 insult. 3D on 9 forecast, a prediction of future events. Forecast, 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 forecast. Weather forecast, economic forecast, forecast the future. Forecast, 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 forecast. 3D old 22 to bite food into smaller pieces. Chew, 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 chew. Gum chew thoroughly, chew on a pencil. Chew, 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 chew.
Titty 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 too. Titty 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 too. Titty 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 too. Feet to point. Scholarship, financial aid for education. Scholarship, scholarship, scholarship. Receive a scholarship. Apply for a scholarship. Full scholarship. Scholarship, 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 scholarship. Fatal, fatal, causing death. Fatal, 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 fatal. Fatal accident, fatal mistake, fatal disease. Fatal, 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 fatal. Be repay to pay back money. Repay, 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 repay. Repay alone, repay kindness. Repay with interest is repay, 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 repay. Deceive, 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 deceive. Repel, deceive the liar, trick someone. Deceive, 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 deceive. Deceive the public, deceiving to believe and deceive customers. Customers, customers. Type 5, accused to say someone did something wrong. Accuse, 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 accuse. Accuse of lying, accuse of theft. Wrongly accuse, 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 accuse. Freight type frank, frankly in an honest manner. Frankly, 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 frankly speaking, frankly admit, frankly express, frankly, 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 frankly. Freight type 7, ache, a continuous pain. Ache, 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 headache, muscle ache, heart aches, ache, 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 ache. Freight type 8, activate and activate to make something work. Activate, 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 activate. Activate an alarm, activate an account, activate a function. And activate, 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 activate. Freight tone and composer, a person who writes music. Composer, 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 composer. Famous composer, classic rock composer, modern composer. Composer, 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 composer. Complete term, right? Postpone to put off until later. Postpone, 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 postpone. Postpone the meeting, postpone indefinitely. Postpone a trip. Postpone, 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 postpone. Free tie 1 monument, the structure to honor something. Monument, 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 monument. National monument, historic monument. Visit a monument. Monument, 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 monument. Free tie cruelty, extreme unkindness. Cruelty, 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 cruelty. And normal cruelty, act of cruelty, unnecessary cruelty. Cruelty, 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 cruelty. Free tie 3 canal, a man-made waterway canal. Canal, 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 canal. Panama Canal, irrigation canal, navigate a canal. Canal, 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 canal. Free tie 4, amaze to greatly surprise. Amaze, 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 amaze. Amaze the audience, amaze with skills, amaze in discovery. Amaze, 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 amaze. Free tie 5, prolong to make longer. Prolong, 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 prolong. Prolong the visit, prolong illness, prolong a conversation. Prolong, 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 prolong. Free type bud, a young plant growth. Bud, 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 flower bud, bud begins to open new bud, 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 bud. Free type 7, hatred, intense dislike. Hatred, 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 hate. Deep, deep hatred, hatred towards others filled with hatred. Hatred, 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 hatred. Hatred, splendid, very impressive. Splendid, 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 splendid. 3 to 9 base in a large open container or a lowland area. Basin, 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 water-filled basin. River basin, basin of water. Basin, 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 basin. 3 though foreigner, bleed to lose blood. Bleed, 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 bleed. Bleed from a wound, bleeding heavily. Bleed to death. Bleed, 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 bleed.
Third, fourth, 4, 1, ripe, fully grown and ready to eat. Ripe, 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 ripe fruit, ripe for picking, ripe banana, ripe, 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 ripe for 2. Thorough, done with great care. Thorough, 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 thorough education. Thorough cleaning, thorough knowledge. Thorough, 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 thorough. Third, fourth, 3, digest to break down food or to understand. Digest, 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 digest food. Digest this information easily digested. Digest, word, thought, rattle to make a quick series of short, loud sounds. Rattle, 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 rattle. Rattle the door, baby, rattle, rattle nervously. Rattle, 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 rattle. 3, 4, 5, athletic, good at sports. Athletic, 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 athletic ability, athletic body, athletic competition, athletic, athletic. 3, 4, 6, sidewalk, a path for pedestrians beside a street. Sidewalk, sidewalk, sidewalk. Walk on the sidewalk, clean the sidewalk. Crowded sidewalk, 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 sidewalk. 3, 4, 7, fasten to make something firmly closed.
Fasten, 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 fasten.
Fasten your seatbelt, fasten the lid, fasten with the clip.
Fasten, fasten, fasten,
3, 4, 4, 8, interpreter, a person who translates speech. Interpreter, 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 interpreter. Hire an interpreter, a language interpreter, 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 interpreter. 3, 4, 9, scold to angrily tell someone they did wrong.
Scold, scold, scold.
Scold a child, get scolded, scold for being late.
Scold, scold, scold.
3, 4, 50, ruling an official decision of being in control. Ruling, 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 court, ruling, ruling, party, ruling, elite. Ruling, 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 ruling in a detailed and careful way. Thoroughly, 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 thoroughly. Clean, thoroughly, thoroughly enjoy, thoroughly understand.
Thoroughly, thoroughly, thoroughly.
3, 4, 2, paragraph, a section of writing. Paragraph, 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 paragraph. Write a paragraph, first paragraph, long paragraph, 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 paragraph. 3, 4, 3, vain, not successful or too proud.
Vain, vain, vain.
In vain, vain attempt, vain person.
Vain, vain, vain.
3, 4, 4, marvelous, causing great wonder. Marvelous, 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 yeah. Marvelous idea, marvelous view, feel marvelous, 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 yeah. 3, 4, 5, conquer to take control of.
Conquer, 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 conquer.
Conquer fear, conquer the land, conquer challenges.
Conquer, 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 conquer.
3, 4, 6, obey to do what is asked.
Obey, obey, obey.
Obey the law, obey orders, refuse to obey.
Obey, obey, obey.
3, or doing 3, 7, ally, a friendly nation or person. Ally, 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 military ally, close allies, become allies.
Ally, ally, ally.
3, 4, 8, art, a curved shape, art, 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 art. Rainbow art, art of light, draw an art, 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 art. 3, 4, 9, lipstick, coloring for lips.
Lipstick, 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 lipstick.
Apply lipstick, red lipstick, lipstick mark.
Lipstick, lipstick, lipstick.
3, 4, 16, merrily in a happy way. Merrily, 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 merrily. Sing merrily, live merrily, merrily. Chatting merrily, 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 merrily. Sorrow, a feeling of deep sadness. Sorrow, 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 sorrow. Feel sorrow, express sorrow. Great sorrow, 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 sorrow. 361 sorrow, a feeling of deep side hill sorrow, side hill sorrow. Grassy hill sorrow, express sorrow. Great sorrow, 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 sorrow.
362 hillside, the side of early hillside. Hillside, 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 hillside. Climb the hillside, walk along the hillside. Hillside, 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 hillside. 3C33 hasty.
Done quickly without thought.
Hasty, 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 hasty. Hasty decision, hasty reply, make a hasty move. Hasty, 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 hasty.
364, margin, the edge or amount of difference. Margin, 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 margin. Page margin, win by a margin. Profit margin, 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 margin. 360, fire swift, moving quickly.
Swift, 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 swift. Swift response, swift reverse, swift decision. Swift, 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 swift.
366, oral, spoken rather than written. Oral, 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 oral. Oral exam, or agreement, oral presentation. Oral, 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 oral.
367, ambassador, representative of a country. Ambassador, ambassador, ambassador.
Japanese ambassador, ambassador to the US.
Peace, ambassador. Ambassador, 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 ambassador. Constant to concentrate, gathered or strong.
Concentrated, concentrated, concentrated power. Concentrated, 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 concentrated. 3069, flu, a common viral illness. Flu, 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 flu.
Catch the flu, flu symptoms, flu season. Flu, 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 flu. 3 said the symphony, a long musical piece for orchestra. Symphony, 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 symphony. Classical symphony, composer, symphony, symphony, con.
symphony, symphony. 361 on track to step on something. Tread, 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 tread.
Tread carefully, tread on dough, tread water, tread, 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 tread.
360 12, hasten to cause something to happen sooner. Hasten, 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 hasten.
Hasten the process, hasten to help, hasten death.
Hasten, 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 hasten.
Hasten for pastime, an activity for fun.
Pastime, 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 pastime.
Favorite pastime, enjoy your pastime, pastime activity. Pastime, 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 pastime.
364, magnificent, very beautiful, and magnificent, 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 magnificent.
Magnificent, 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 magnificent view, magnificent building.
Feel magnificent, magnificent, magnificent. Ooh.
365, errand day, short job or trip. Errand, 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 errand. Run an errand, send on an errand, small errand.
Errand, errand, errand. 366, fairness, treating people equally. Fairness, 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 fairness.
Sense of fairness, fight for fairness, absolute fairness.
Fairness, 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 fairness. 367, hedge a row of shrubs. Hedge, 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 hedge.
Trim the hedge, hedge around house, green hedge.
Hedge, 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 hedge. 368, patiently in a calm and tolerant way. Patiently, 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 wait, patiently, listen, patiently, patiently endure. Patiently, 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 patiently. 369, herd a group of animals. Herd, 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 herd. Herd of cows, herd animals, herd together. Herd, 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 herd.
380, approximately close to a number or amount. Approximately, 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 approximately.
3A1 liver, an organ in the body. Liver, 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 liver. Healthy liver, liver disease. Damage the liver, 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 liver. 3A2 dominant, more powerful, important. Dominant, 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 dominant position. Dominant gene. Dominant player, dominant, dominant, dominant. 3 shrink to become smaller. Shrink, 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 shrink. Shrinking, shrink in size, shrink from fear. Cotton shrinks, shrink, 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 shrink. 3 forward instantly at once. Instantly, 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 instantly. Reply instantly, instantly recognizable. Happen instantly, 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 instantly. 385 biology, the study of living things. Biology, 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 biology class, biology textbook. Study biology. Biology, 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 biology. 386 scarce, hard to find. Scarce, 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 scarce resources, scarce food. Make oneself scarce. Scarce, 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 scarce. 387 vigor, physical or mental strength. Vigor, 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 vigor. Full of vigor, work with vigor. Loss of vigor, vigor, vigor. 388 capitalism, economic system based on private ownership. Capitalism, 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 capitalism. Modern capitalism, capitalism, and democracy criticize capitalism. Capitalism, 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 capitalism. 3889 conquest. The act of taking control. Conquest, 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 conquest. Military conquest, conquest of fear. Roman conquest, 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 conquest. 39 to sparkle, to shine brightly. Sparkle, 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 sparkle in the sun. I sparkle, sparkling wine. Sparkle, 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 sparkle. 391 arena, a place for sports or events. Arena, 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 arena. Sports arena, enter the arena, arena of politics. Arena, arena, arena. 392, pinch to squeeze tightly. Pinch, 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 pinch. Pinch of salt, pinch the skin, feel the pinch. 393 to reach a goal. Attain, 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 attain success. Attain a goal, attain full speed. Attain, 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 attain. 394 ban to officially stop something. Ban, ban, ban. Ban smoking, lift the ban. Total ban. Ban, ban, ban. 395 assign to give a task. Assign, 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 assign. Assign homework, assign a role. Assign seats, assign, 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 assign. 396 grind to break into small pieces. Grind, 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 grind. Grind coffee, grind teeth, grind grain. Grind, grind, grind. 397 plow to turn over soil. Plow, 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 plow. Plow a field, snow plow, plow through. Plow, plow. prohibit, 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 prohibit smoking. Law prohibits, prohibit entry, prohibit, 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 prohibit. 399 conceive to form an idea. Conceive a plan, conceive a child, conceive of success. Conceive. 4 turn disgusting, very unpleasant. Disgusting smell. Find it disgusting behavior. Disgusting smell.
401 medieval, relating to the Middle Ages. Medieval castle, medieval history, medieval times. Medieval 402, fascinated, extremely interesting. Fascinating story. Find it fascinating, fascinating. 43, dock a place for ships to load, unload. Dock, shipping dock a boat, cargo dock. 404, retreat to move back, retreat, retreat into silence, retreat to safety, retreat. 405, productivity, rate of production, productivity. Increase productivity, low productivity, work productivity. 406, shiny, reflecting light. Shiny shoes, shiny surface, shiny hair. Shiny. 407, organism, a living being, organism. Single-celled organism, living organism, complex organism. 408, sow the plant seed, sow seed, sow the field, sow doubt, sow. 49, courageous, showing bravery, courageous act, be courageous decision, courageous kneel to go down on kneel and pray, kneel and pray. 401 procession, a line of people moving forward, procession. Funeral procession, grand procession of cars. Procession. 412, majesty, impressive beauty, a royal title. Majesty, your majesty, natural majesty, royal majesty. 413, suspicion, believe something is wrong. Strong suspicion, around suspicion, under suspicion. Suspicion. 414, desperately, with great urgency, desperately need. Try desperately, hope. Desperately. 415, startle to surprise, suddenly. Startle someone, startle easily, loud noise, startle. 416, heir, a person who receives property or title. Hair, legal hair to the throne, only hair. 417, illusion, false idea or appearance, illusion, optical illusion of safety, living illusion. 418, progressive, favoring change and improvement, progressive ideas, progressive policy, progressive move, progressive. 419, utter complete, or to say something, utter nonsense, utter a word, utter silence, utter. 420, mourn, to feel sorrow for someone's death, mourn a loss, mourn deeply, mourn the dead, mourn. 41, solely, not involving anyone or anything else. Solely responsible, solely for fun, solely based on, solely. 41, to strive, to work hard for something. Strive for success, strive to improve, continue to strive. Strive. 43, snatch, to take quickly and suddenly. Snatch a bag, snatch away, quick snatch. 40, 44, omit, to leave out. Omit. sole survivor, sole responsibility. 41-6 despise, to strongly dislike. Despise injustice, despise someone, despise weakness. Despise. 41-7 obedience, doing what is ordered. Obedience. Strict obedience to rules, show obedience. 48 boredom, state of being bored. Boredom. Feel boredom, cause boredom, overcome boredom. 41-9 furnish, to supply furniture or equipment. Furnish a room fully furnished, furnish details. Furnish 14-30 daring, showing bravery. Daring move, daring explorer, daring rescue. 41 appreciation, thankful recreation, appreciation. Show appreciation, art appreciation, deep appreciation. Horizontally prosper, to succeed or grow. Prosper. Business prospers, prosper in life. Prosper economically. Prosper. 41-3 rosy, hopeful or pink color. Rosy future, rosy cheeks, rosy outlook. 41-T4 noticeable, easily seen. Noticeable change, noticeable improvement. Barely noticeable. 41-5 fantastic, extremely good or imaginative. Fantastic idea. Feel. Fantastic word. Fantastic Lord. 41-T vivid, very clear and detailed. Vivid memory, vivid colors, vivid imagination. 41-T7 brutal, extremely cruel. Brutal attack, brutal honesty, brutal crime. 41-T8 disguise, to hide identity. Disguise. In disguise, voice, disguise as a guard. Disguise. In disguise, voice, disguise as a guard. Disguise. 49 consult to seek advice. Consult with family. Consult the manual. Consult. 40 frustration, feeling of being upset. Frustration. Feel frustration, source of frustration. Deal with frustration. More. 45-1 cunning, clever in a deceitful way. Cunning. Earning trick, use cunning smile. Cunning. 40-42 prescription, a written medicine order. Prescription. Get a prescription drugs, fill a prescription. 443 particle, a very small piece. Particle, dust particle, tiny particle, subatomic particle. Particle. 4 hug, to hold someone tightly. Hug. Give a hug tightly, warm hug. 4-5 absurd, wildly unreasonable, absurd idea, complete absurd situation. Absurd. 46 assemble to bring together. Assemble furniture, assemble the team, assemble parts. Assemble. 4-5 hang refusal, the act of saying no. Refusal. Firm refusal to answer me with refusal. 4-5 hang uncertainty, not being sure. Uncertainty. Economic uncertainty, feeling of uncertainty. Uncertainty about future. Uncertainty. 4-9 conceal, to keep something secret. Conceal a weapon. Conceal the truth, conceal emotions. Conceal. 450 expedition, a long journey for a purpose. Expedition. Scientific expedition team. Go. Expedition. 44
for fun, unjust, not based on fairness. Unjust, 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 unjust system, unjust treatment, unjust social order, unjust, unjust, unjust self-love, unjust 452 tragic, causing great sadness. Tragic, 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 leading tragic, ending tragic, hero. Tragic, 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 tragic. The edit to prepare text or media. Edit, 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 edit the document, video edit. Edit for clarity, edit, 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 edit for declaration, a formal statement. Declaration, 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 make the declaration text, declaration, independence, and then declaration, declaration, declaration. 455 vow, a solemn promise. Vow, 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 wedding vow, vow to protect. Keep a vow, 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 vow. 446 tighten to make tighter. Tighten, 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 tighten the screws. Tighten control, tighten the lid. Tighten, 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 tighten. 4 to 45, 7 tolerate to accept without protest.
Tolerate, 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 tolerate noise. Tolerate differences, tolerate pain. Tolerate, 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 tolerate. 40, 40, 45, 45, 45.
4 to 48, gloomy, dark or sad. Gloomy, 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 gloomy weather. Feel gloomy, gloomy future. Gloomy, 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 gloomy. 45, 9, suspend to stop temporarily. Suspend, 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 suspend the project. Suspend from school. Suspend, Sense imitation, the act of copying. Imitation, 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 imitation leather. Poor imitation, safety imitation. Imitation, imitation, imitation. 46.1 acquisition, the act of gaining. Acquisition, 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 acquisition. Language acquisition, acquisition of skills. Company acquisition. Acquisition, 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 acquisition. 46.2 warrior, a brave or experienced soldier. Warrior, 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 warrior. Ancient warrior, brave warrior, warrior spirit. Warrior, 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 warrior. 46.3 verbal word showing action. Verb, 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 verb. Use a verb, irregular verb, main verb. Verb, 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 verb. 46.4 physically in a bodily manner. Physically, 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 physically fit. Physically active, physically tired, tired, tired. Physically, 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 physically. 46.5 batch, a group of items. Batch, 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 batch. A batch of cookies. Batch number. Batch processing. Batch, 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 batch. 46.6 honorable, deserving respect. Honorable, 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 honorable mention. Honorable person. Honorable title, title, title. Honorable, 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 honorable. 46.7 anticipate, to look forward to or expect. Anticipate, 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 anticipate change, change. Highly anticipated, anticipate problems. Anticipate, 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 anticipate volcano, a mountain that erupts.
Volcano,
Volcano, volcano,
volcano,
volcano, volcano,
eruption, volcano,
volcano, volcano, volcano,
eruption,
volcano, volcano,
volcano,
volcano, volcano.
volcano.
46.9 sentiment, a personal feeling. Sentiment, 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 sentiment. Public sentiment, emotional sentiment, national sentiment. Sentiment, 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 sentiment. Verse 70 severely lead to a great degree. Severely, severely, severely. Severely damaged, severely punished, severely limited.
Severely, severely, severely.
4071 flexible, able to bend or adjust. Flexible, 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 flexible schedule, flexible rules, flexible mind. Flexible, 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 flexible. 4072 feast, a large meal. Feast, 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 feast. Holiday feast, feast on me. Feast, 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 feast. 47.3 eagerly, with great interest. Eagerly, 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 eagerly await, listen eagerly, eagerly join. Eagerly, 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 eagerly. 47.4 sort of rise quickly.
Soar, 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 soar.
Prices soar, soar into the sky.
Sky.
Soaring temperature.
Soar, 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 soar.
4075 fertile able, produce abundantly. Fertile, 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 fertile soil. Fertile imagination. Fertile land, fertile land, fertile land. Overhead light,
Fly overhead,
overhead bin.
477 modify to make small changes. Modify, modify, modify. Modify, 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 modify. Modify a plan, genetically modified. Modify behavior. Modify, 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 modify. 47-8 bond a connection or financial instrument. Strong bond between friends. Government bond. 46 non-acquisition ability to understand. Comprehension. Reading comprehension. Lack comprehension. Test comprehension. Comprehension. 48 irony. Saying the opposite of what is meant. Irony. Use irony. Verbal irony. Bitter irony. Irony.
41 surgeon, a doctor who performs operations. Surgeon, heart surgeon, skilled surgeon, general surgeon. 42 lick to pass the tongue over lick. Lick the spoon, lick a wound, dog licks face. Lick. 483 refuge, a safe place. Refuge. Seek refuge from war. Seek refuge. 484 bulk, large size or quantity. Bulk. Buy in bulk of the work. Bulk order. Bulk. 485 peel to remove the outer layer. Peel an apple. Orange peel off. Peel. 486 cactus, a desert plant. Cactus grows. That's spiky cactus garden. Cactus. 487 grieve to feel deep sorrow. Grieve for a loss. Grieve deeply. Allow time to grieve. Grieve. 488 forehead, the front of the head. Forehead. White forehead, broad forehead, kiss on the forehead. Forehead. 489 productive, producing a lot. Productive day. Productive meeting. Highlictive day. Productive. 490 yellow walkway between seats or shelves. Walk down the aisle. Seat, grocery aisle. 491 sphere, round object or area of activity. Sphere. Political sphere of influence. Earth sphere. 492 insure, to protect financially. Insure. Insure a car. Fully insured. Insure against loss. Sure. 493 dense, closely packed. Dense forest. Dense population. Dense fog. Dense. 494 dip to lower or soak briefly. Dip. Dip into water. Dip in temperature. Chip. Dip. 495 distress, extreme sorrow or pain. Distress. Emotional distress. Financial distress. In great distress. Distress. 496 prominent, easily seen or important. Prominent figure. Prominent position. Prominent role. Prominent. 497 statesman, a skilled political leader. Statesman. Respected statesman. Elder statesman. Great statesman. Experimental based on testing. Experimental stage. Experimental method. Experimental drug. 499 isolated, far from others. Isolated village. Feel isolated incident. Isolated 500 likewise in the same way. Likewise. Act likewise. Respond likewise. Thank you likewise. Likewise.